What's up with you? Good to see you.
Everything's good with me.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
P. Diddy has a buddy of his that he's been producing music with for a while, and that buddy rubs shoulders consistently with Epstein. Consistently. So, Oprah supposedly is on that list in a hidden way because Oprah has bumped shoulders numerous times with Epstein, numerous times with Harvey Weinstein, numerous times with well-known pedophiles, and she is frequently seen with P. Diddy.
I would have whooped the... All right.
You know a trial is about to get messy when the witness stand starts feeling like a celebrity guest list. That's exactly what happened when Shannon Sharpe spoke in Diddy's case. He didn't just mention Diddy, he also dropped big names like Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. Naturally, Diddy being involved makes sense. It's his case after all. Tyler Perry, sure, he's a Hollywood heavyweight and connected to that world, but Oprah? That name made everyone in the courtroom pay attention. You don't casually throw Oprah Winfrey into a legal drama without a reason. And here, there's a very clear reason. Oprah and Diddy aren't strangers. They've been to the same high-profile events, moved in similar elite circles, and even shared mutual connections with people who are now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. Her name has appeared in previous controversies too. Remember when Seal posted that picture of her kissing Harvey Weinstein? Or when Rose McGowan publicly accused her of protecting certain men in the industry? That wasn't random. There's a real history behind her name being mentioned. Shannon knew exactly what would happen when he brought it up. In a case like this, once a famous name appears, it sticks, and it's almost impossible to make it disappear.
Anything I say, you're just gonna get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Here's where the situation begins to spiral. Diddy is already facing serious trouble, and when a case like this heats up, it rarely stops with just the main person. Anyone who's been close to that circle suddenly feels the pressure. Even if you personally haven't done anything wrong, simply being connected makes you a point of interest for investigators. The FBI wants to know who you saw, what you witnessed, and what you understood about the people and events involved. And when federal investigators start digging, they are not gentle. Think about the Jeffrey Epstein case. Many people swore they didn't know anything, yet being on the guest list was enough to drag them into headlines and force them to answer intense questions. Being linked to high-profile people makes your name hard to erase. That's why many attendees of Diddy's parties are likely losing sleep right now. And who else is being dragged into the headlines? Oprah. This isn't just a rumor. Shannon Sharpe explicitly mentioned her in court, tying her to very specific events. According to him, Oprah allegedly tried to convince him to remove certain interviews from his show, Club Shay Shay. He claims she wasn't alone. Other influential figures allegedly got involved too, but he refused to take down the episodes. From his perspective, that's when things started turning against him, when people began trying to hurt his career. It's easy to understand why this part sounds believable. Shannon's interview with comedian Cat Williams wasn't just popular, it went viral. It crossed over from sports into mainstream internet drama. Even people who rarely follow football or podcasts were sharing clips. For a figure like Oprah, keeping track of media coverage is normal. A discussion like that would certainly get attention. But this tension between Shannon and Oprah didn't start with those episodes. There's deeper history, and it's not pleasant. Shannon claims that years ago, Oprah blindsided him by bringing his parents on her show without giving him prior notice. Imagine walking onto a set expecting a regular interview, only to find your family seated in front of cameras on live television. Shannon says this humiliated him and felt like a calculated move to create an emotional moment for ratings. If you've ever watched Oprah at the height of her career, you know she often guided guests into deeply personal territory. That style made her show famous. It generated conversation and strong emotions, whether viewers liked it or not. So it's believable that Shannon felt manipulated. In Hollywood, a connection with someone as influential as Oprah can circle back to haunt you, especially when past interactions are public knowledge. Oprah's public image has taken hits before. One notable instance was when Seal posted a picture of her kissing Harvey Weinstein on the cheek. It wasn't just the photo, it was Seal's caption, claiming Oprah knew who Weinstein was and still publicly maintained a friendly relationship. That post didn't quietly vanish. It went viral, sparking endless social media discussion and videos analyzing her influence in Hollywood's inner circles. The public didn't forget. Now, with Shannon linking her to protecting influential figures and managing narratives, this old controversy gains renewed attention. Rose McGowan, one of the most outspoken voices of the Me Too movement, also publicly accused Oprah of enabling predators. When such claims come from someone with a proven track record of exposing abuse, they resonate with audiences and stick in the public mind. Combine that with the fact Oprah has attended events hosted by Diddy, and the public begins to notice patterns. There's no evidence of illegal activity, but being close to powerful men later accused of wrongdoing creates suspicion. Once that perception forms, it's very hard to shift. Seal's viral post wasn't just gossip. It shaped how people view news stories about Oprah. Shannon's testimony isn't appearing in a vacuum. Fans notice and remember old images or clips, treating them like fresh evidence. And when scandals spread, they often pull unexpected names into the conversation. For example, Justin Bieber has been caught up in online speculation because of old clips showing Diddy joking about having custody of him at age 15. At the time, viewers laughed it off as strange humor, but now, in light of current events, people are re-watching those moments with suspicion. Even if Bieber never accused Diddy of wrongdoing, the mere existence of those clips keeps him in public discussion. Then there's Kevin Hart. Just before Diddy's arrest, Hart unexpectedly closed several of his restaurants. Was it coincidence? Maybe, but in today's world, people naturally connect dots, fair or not. Hart has a long-standing friendly relationship with Diddy. They've appeared together publicly, joked, and attended events. So when Hart's business closures align with headlines about Diddy, speculation runs wild. In Hollywood, one domino falling often shakes many others. Federal investigations operate differently from public opinion. The FBI doesn't consider fame, awards, or social influence. If your name is linked to someone under investigation, you're on their radar. That doesn't mean you're guilty, but it does mean you may need to answer questions. Sometimes being brought in as a witness escalates if investigators believe you're hiding information, even unintentionally. In Diddy's case, authorities have already seized 96 electronic devices, phones, laptops, tablets, hard drives, and are combing through every detail for connections to people, places, and events. If Oprah's name, messages, or emails appear in that evidence, she may face difficult questions. Oprah's public persona is built around empathy, empowerment, and championing victims, especially women. She has interviewed survivors, exposed abusive systems, and supported movements aligned with protecting the vulnerable. This is the image everyone recognizes. Yet some critics argue there's another side. They claim Oprah has remained silent on misconduct by powerful men, not due to ignorance, but to safeguard her own position in Hollywood. The most cited example is her long-standing relationship with Harvey Weinstein. Photos of them together, including one where she appears whispering in his ear at an event, continue circulating whenever she is mentioned in scandal discussions. Despite Oprah's claims of ignorance about Weinstein's crimes, doubt lingers. Once the public has formed an image of someone, every new controversy adds to the narrative. Every handshake, photo, or shared event is examined anew. In Hollywood, where personal brand is everything, questioning it can take years to repair. Shannon's testimony may be focused on Diddy now, but cases like this rarely stay confined. Investigators tend to follow every thread, potentially revealing a web of names much larger than anyone expects. We've seen this pattern before. R. Kelly's trial began with one individual, but opening that door revealed years of accusations involving multiple people, different victims, and overlapping timelines, all connected through social circles and unwritten rules. If the Diddy case follows a similar path, the consequences could be enormous. Investigators aren't just looking at one incident. They're mapping connections, tracking timelines, and understanding networks that allow misconduct to persist. Anyone close to Diddy, whether managing his image, attending private events, or working with him professionally, could face intense questioning. Many who believed themselves untouchable may discover otherwise. Currently, the FBI is deeply involved in evidence collection. The trial has yet to reach the public stage, meaning quiet investigations are still happening behind closed doors. But once names and witnesses surface, it will be impossible to contain. In high-profile cases, the next major headline can drop at any moment. Given Diddy's connections to some of the biggest names in entertainment, revelations could be wide-reaching. While Hollywood may maintain a polished exterior for cameras, behind the scenes, lawyers are busy and reputations are at risk. The big question remains, is Oprah simply implicated by association, or could she be pulled directly into the spotlight? And if more names surface, who might be next? For viewers, this story is far from over. The public watches closely, dissecting old photos, viral clips, and past interactions to piece together a narrative. With each new statement, the drama intensifies. Shannon Sharpe's court testimony is just the beginning. Diddy's trial could expose connections that were previously unseen, drawing in individuals from multiple levels of the entertainment world. In a place where influence and reputation matter most, being tied to controversy can have lasting effects. As the investigation continues, one thing is clear: Hollywood is never just about the public image. Networks of power, friendship, and influence exist behind closed doors. And when legal scrutiny begins, those connections are tested in ways few can predict. Everyone involved must now prepare for potential consequences, whether through media exposure, legal questioning, or public speculation. In the end, this isn't just a story about Diddy, it's about the ripple effect of fame, power, and influence. Every connection, every past interaction, and every shared event can suddenly take on new meaning. The trial is ongoing, and that's where things stand right now. Diddy's trial could shake Hollywood, pulling in names no one expected. Old connections, viral clips, and past events are all under scrutiny. Stay tuned, because the next headline could drop anytime, and it might change everything. What do you think will happen next?